In a dark prison yard, the Navy SEALs knelt in silence. Their weapons were gone, their hands tied, and their captors promised they'd die before sunrise. The men had accepted their fate, until a single gunshot cracked through the night. One guard collapsed, then another. And in the shadows, a figure emerged, someone the SEALs had written off as invisible. Her name was Elena Ramirez, and this night would reveal a truth that no one had ever suspected. Elena Ramirez was just 27 years old, a logistics technician stationed at Forward Operating Base Phoenix. To most people, she was background scenery quiet, reserved, with her hair tied back and her eyes always down on her paperwork. Her job? Counting ammunition, fixing equipment, and cleaning rifles. Nothing about her presence suggested she belonged on the front lines. The SEALs mocked her openly. They'd say she just carries ammo boxes, they'd say. If things go bad, she'll be the first to run. Elena never argued. She simply tightened her grip on her tools and stayed silent. But silence can be deceiving, because Elena was no ordinary supply clerk. During one training exercise, while the SEALs struggled to hit their targets, Elena casually adjusted a rifle and placed 5 perfect shots through a bullseye at 300 yards. So precise, they could have been covered by a quarter. Another time, she quietly spotted a faulty night vision device that could have cost lives on a mission. Still, no one paid her any respect. Then came the mission that changed everything. What was supposed to be routine reconnaissance turned into an ambush. The SEAL team was outnumbered, outgunned, and cornered. Within minutes, they were captured. The SEALs were tied, their situation hopeless. Elena, dismissed as unimportant, was bound loosely with rope and ignored. Their captors thought she was harmless. As the hours dragged on, the SEALs whispered desperate plans. Some talked of surrender, others considered bargaining. But Elena was studying everything: the guards' rotation, the compound layout, and the old mechanical gate lock that could be forced open with the right touch. Her captors had made their first mistake. They mistook quiet for weakness. At 2:47 a.m., the guard rotation changed exactly as Elena predicted. With hands that appeared tied, she slipped free, moving like a shadow along the perimeter. From her boot, she pulled out a thin metal shim she'd hidden for weeks. The first guard never saw her coming. Silent, efficient, he dropped instantly. She grabbed his rifle. The second guard turned, but Elena's shot struck clean and fast, silenced in the night. Then she went straight for the gate. Her fingers worked the lock with the muscle memory of someone who had done this 100 times before. The steel gates groaned open. The SEALs stared in disbelief. The woman they dismissed as a supply clerk was now standing tall with a rifle in her hands, her voice calm and commanding. "Get up. We've got 3 minutes before they realize what happened." Shock rippled through the team. She tossed a knife to the team leader. In seconds, they were cutting themselves free, following Ramirez into the night. With deadly precision, she guided them through the compound and toward the extraction point. Only once they reached safety did the SEALs demand answers. "Who are you, really?" their leader asked. Elena's reply was simple but devastating. "My name is Elena Ramirez. 4 years ago, I was Gunnery Sergeant Ramirez, United States Marine Corps Scout Sniper." The silence that followed was heavier than gunfire. A logistics tech? She was once one of the most elite marksmen in the entire U.S. military. Her story spilled out. How she had saved children in Afghanistan, but in doing so, lost her spotter and was blamed for the failure. Stripped of her sniper role, reassigned to logistics, she'd chosen to fade into the background. Until tonight. That night, Elena Ramirez reminded everyone of a brutal truth. Sometimes the quiet ones are the most dangerous. The SEALs owed their lives to the woman they once ignored. And as dawn broke, Elena faced a new choice: remain invisible, or step back into the shadows of the battlefield where she truly belonged. If this story gripped you, imagine the secrets still hidden behind the quiet faces around us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell because more untold stories of heroes like Elena Ramirez are coming your way.